Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to our last day of math meeting for the week. Let's start out by reviewing what month we are on. Ready? Say it with me. January, January, January. January, January, January. Jan, Jan, Uary, January, January. How many letters are in the word January? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. Why does January have a capital J at the beginning of it? Yeah, it's the name of a month, just like your name and my name get capitalized. All right, let's get into the days of the week. Sing our song with me. Ready? There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. All right, today is Friday. It's fun, fabulous, fantastic Friday. TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. Let's move this to the word Friday. Spell the word Friday with me. Ready? Friday, Friday, Friday. Friday, Friday, Friday. F-R-I, F-R-I, D-A-Y, D-A-Y. Friday, Friday, Friday. Friday, Friday, Friday. Great. It is Friday, and we are going to have some fun today with some of the different things that we have lined up and cooked up, but I'm going to leave that a surprise. All right. Yesterday was the 14th of January. It had a 1 and a 4 with it. How will we make the next number? Let's count to that pocket and find out what number comes after 14. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How do we make a 15? Sometimes we say 15 to trick our brains into thinking about what number and what it looks like. So 1 and a 5. Let me turn this a little bit. There you go. A 1 and a 5. The 1 is in the 10 spot and the 5 is in the 1 spot. All right, that is going in there and it's under that Friday column. You can see the word Friday at the top in that yellow card. Now, we know the number, we know the month, now we know the number, but oh no, it's the end of the week. And guess what I just did? I gave you away the pattern card. Oh well, let's say the pattern anyways, just to review what an A, B, B, C pattern looks like. Ready? Say it with me. Snowflake, snowball, snowball, snowman. Snowflake, snowball, snowball, snowman. Snowflake, snowball, snowball, snowman. Snowflake, snowball, snowball. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to put the number today, 15, on our line. You think about how we will write the shortened form of that. 1 and a 5. Okay, what number is the number we use to represent the word January? Yeah, 1. And then we're going to put a hyphen. Sometimes we say dash, the little horizontal line. Then we just said it was 15 for the day of the month. And then the last 2 numbers in the word 2021 go in that third box. All right, let's say that date then. Today is 1/15/21. Great. We're going to go sing and find out what day of the school year we're on next. All right, boys and girls, we are over here now, and we landed yesterday on 81. So let's sing our song and find out what comes after 81 in this pocket. Ready? Sing with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. 8 and a 2 says 82. 8 and a 2 says 82. All right, let's put that in there. And if we look over here, our pattern is A, B, B, C from when we did calendar a minute ago. And we can put 82 on our graph here to show we have been in school for 82 days. All right, we are going to do lesson 67 today. If you have your whiteboard, that colored piece of cardstock that I gave you, and your dry erase marker, you can use that for the next part of our math lesson. I'll be right over. All right, kindergarten, I want you to take a look at our student-friendly learning target. It says, I will divide a square in half. So if you have your colored cardstock whiteboard that I gave you in your folder way back in August, you can use that, or you can just use a regular piece of paper. And if you have your dry erase marker, you will be set for this next part. We are going to start by targeting and breaking down our student-friendly learning target by drawing a square. A square is a box that has 4 equal sides. I'm going to draw my box here on my whiteboard. You can draw it on your whiteboard or on a piece of paper at your workspace. Now, we can't have it look like a rectangle. It can't look like a shoebox or a cereal box or a door. It has to have 4 equal sides. All right, so you are going to work on drawing that, okay? And then we need to understand what the word divide means from our student-friendly learning target. Divide means that you're going to cut something in half, or in this case, we're not actually going to take a scissors and cut this square apart and cut it. We're going to draw a line to draw an imaginary cut line on it. And then the third part of that student-friendly learning target is the word half. We've already talked about this. We did that with our video yesterday when we divided that graham cracker in half and we colored it with the brown peanut butter. We're going to cut it in half into 2 equal sections. When we look at the word half, we can see that there is a 2 on the bottom of that fraction. That means there are 2 parts. Okay, so our student-friendly learning target had a few things we needed to break down first. Let's look at our square now. We need to come up with some ways that we could divide this in half. One of the ways to divide it is one of the ways that we've talked about before when we talked about symmetry. You can draw that line. If I draw it, you can draw it. We can start at the top and pull straight down so that these 2 halves are the same. If you had a piece of paper and you decided to fold it, that would make it equal on both sides. And then when you opened up your paper, you would see that there's that crease. And that would be kind of like the dividing line that you just drew on your square on your board or your piece of paper. Now, there's another way we could divide this. We could divide it horizontally. And that means we're going across. Like you think about a belt that you wear around your pants, it goes right around your belly button. That's where the horizontal line would go on this. So now we were able to divide our square into some different ways to show 1/2. But here's another way that we can divide that square into half. You can erase this, or if you have a piece of paper, just draw a new square for me. what we can do is we can take our marker and we can go from corner to corner. This one is a little trickier because sometimes I draw wobbly lines, but we could draw it that way too. We could do it from corner to corner on a diagonal line. We could also go from the opposite corner down to that bottom corner and have it also divided in half. I could color it in to show you how half of it is colored black and half of it is left white and empty. So there are some different ways that when you're looking at shapes, think about a way that you can divide that in maybe a unique or a different way to show one half. You did a great job of looking at that student-friendly learning target with me. We're going to get into that dividing a square into half at the end of our math paper. I need you to find that for me now, though. It says 67A on it. Okay, you will need your pencil and your eraser for this. And we're going to start by putting our date and our name at the top of our paper. All right, my name is going to be on the top line. You should have your name on the top line as well. Let me slide the computer in a little bit closer for you so you can see January 15th, 2021 and Friday for our day of the week. You can start working on writing that on your paper. And then the day of the week. Excuse me. All right, make sure you have your capital letters in there so that way you are showing that those are proper nouns, special words. What number do you see at the top of our paper? It has a 6 and a 1 on it. Yeah, 61. So we're going to trace that, and then we're going to write it 3 more times, it says. 6 and a 1 says 61. 6 and a 1 says 61. 6 and a 1 says 61. Now, we're not going to forget this time to divide your 10s and your 1s on this number. And then put your T and your O above those place values, please. I do, you do, we do it together. Now, look at the question for number 1. It says, how many digits are on the line? So we're going to count all of those individual digits for the number of times that we wrote and traced 61. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 digits are on that line. You can write an 8 on that line for me. If you need some more time, you can pause this video and you can take a little extra time to write the date or trace your number 61. Look at number 2. Philip has pet birds. Ooh. He has 3 birds in one cage and 4 birds in another cage. Draw a picture and write a number sentence to show how many birds he has. All right, so let's ask ourselves, if he has 3 in one cage and 4 in the other, are any of these birds going away? No, he wants to count them all together as one big group. This is a sum more. This is an addition sentence. So we are going to just draw our line to show that there are 2 cages. In one cage, it said he had 3 birds. Now, this is how I draw birds because I'm not a very good artist, but I keep trying. I'm going to pretend that it's like a bird that you see up in the sky and you can't really see all the details like the beak and the feet, but you can kind of see the outline with the wings flapping. I'm just going to draw 3 birds that way. That's perfectly fine. If you want to try to draw a face with a beak, that's okay. But just have 3 in that first cage. It says there are 4 birds in the second cage. So I'm going to draw 4 in the second cage. They kind of look like an M. So if that's easier for you to draw, that's great. After you have those birds drawn, to show that there are 2 groups that we're adding together, we're going to make our number sentence. We had 3 in the first cage. 1, 2, 3. So we'll write the number 3 on our number line. Then, what is the math symbol we need to use to show that this is a sum more, that we are putting 2 groups together? It's a plus sign. Say plus sign. Plus sign. Good. 3 plus, how many do we have in the second cage? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need our math symbol, the math symbol that shows we've got an answer coming. Here's my happy dance. We need our equal sign. Say equal sign. Equal sign. Good. Now we're going to count all of them together. Start on the left side and count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 on that line. And then we'll put a 7 to answer our question, how many pet birds does Philip have? All right, for the next part on our math paper, we are asked to fill in the missing numbers after we count by tens. So let's review that with my little counting strip here, and then we can work on counting and filling in those numbers. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 100. All right, so let's look what they started us off with. They start us off with 10. What comes after 10? 10, 20. So we're going to put a 20 next. 10, 20, 30. Your numbers are going to have to be small so that they can each fit on those lines. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yep. 5 with your cup of tea. 50. After 50 comes 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yep. 80, 90. And then we do a happy dance. 100. That's the last number we will write on our number line. Good. Look at number 4. It says we need to find our brown crayon to do some coloring. Color the pennies brown. Ben, how much money is this? Remember the pennies have Abraham Lincoln. He has his fancy dress coat on. And then it has the Lincoln Memorial building on the reverse side. Oh, that's not Abraham Lincoln. That's not a building. That doesn't have a fancy coat on. Oh, but there's a building. And there's President Lincoln in his fancy coat. And another building. And another President Lincoln and another building. There's a lot of pennies here. We better get coloring. Okay, we're working hard to stay in the lines. Circles have lots of curves, so sometimes our color spills out, doesn't it? All right, we are going to do some counting now of the money that we have in this box. Remember, when we bought those things at my toy store yesterday, we had to start by counting the dimes. We start by counting by tens, and then we flip and we count our pennies afterwards. So count with me. 10, 20, 30, flip, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Good. And we can't say we counted to 35 because that's not what we're counting. We're counting money. So don't forget your cent symbol. Okay, look at number 5. We're dealing with time now. It says what time is shown on the clock. Here's our clock. Remember, our hour hand is the short hand. That's the number we start with when we are writing our time. They gave us the analog time. We are going to write it in a digital form. So the hour is pointing to what number? The 8. So we're going to put an 8 on the left side of the colon. The colon are those two dots stacked on top of each other. Then we need to count, or we need to put 2 zeros behind it. The 12 is going to stay at the top. We could try to count all the way around with those 60 little tick marks, but we don't need to do that. It just says 8 o'clock. All right, then number 6, it says draw lines to show how to divide the squares in half. 2 different ways. I'm going to do one, you do another. I'm going to do the tricky way from corner to corner. You are going to divide this one. I need you to do it right now. Don't forget to do it. You can do it horizontally. You could do it vertically. Maybe you want to try going from the other corner like I did. But I want to see that you are doing your part to divide that square in half. Then the last thing we're going to do for today and for the week is lesson 67A. We're not going to do all of these math problems, but we are going to do a number of them. Okay? This first line, you can scratch off or you can put an X on it. We're not going to do that first line. The second line, we're going to skip all the way to the back of it. It says 2 plus 6. I'm going to use my hundreds chart today because yesterday I used my number line, and I'm going to start with the 2 at the top. Uh-oh, I dropped it. I got to pause this 1 second. I'm sorry about that. My 100 chart dropped on the floor and it went flying. Here is my 2. We need to hop 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my 6. We landed on the number 8. So put an 8 on that line. We're reviewing math facts that we have done over the last couple of weeks and months, so some of this should be really easy to you. Look at the third line, 4 plus 1. Here's a plus 1 fact. 4, hop 1 spot, we land on 5. Now we have 2 minus 2. We'll circle the subtraction sign. This could be also said as 2 take away 2. So if you're at 2 and you have to hop back 2 spots, hop with me. 1, 2. What number comes before 1? 0. So we can put a 0 on that line. All right, we're done with that line. You did it. Now we're going to skip down to the bottom line. There are 4 problems that I want to do with you. 1 plus 0. If you have 1 and somebody gives you nothing more, is your number changing? No, it's not. So you still have 1. Here's the next one. 8 plus 8. This is one of our doubles facts. 8 plus 8 equals really keen. If you don't remember, that's okay. We don't do that one every single day. So we can start with our hundreds chart. Here's your 8. Hop 8 spots with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 8 equals 16. Really keen. 16 is a 1 and a 6. Ooh, we have another subtraction sign. 6, take away 0. Circle that subtraction sign, that take away sign. If you have 6 and someone takes away 0, remember, you could kind of put that imaginary X on it because it's going to show your number's not changing. 0 is nothing. So 6 take away nothing is 6. It's the same answer as you started with. And the last one, this one you're going to do by yourself. 8 take away 1. Circle the take away, that subtraction sign. And 8 take away 1 equals, hop your one spot, and you write your answer on the line. All right, kindergarten, you did a great job with meeting your student-friendly learning target of dividing a square in half and completing some of our math facts. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.